Hello everyone, welcome to a new vlog. This is going to be a little bit of a mishmash of days really, because I wasn't really planning on vlogging much. It is Jude's birthday today. She's just come back from Bristol having a little shop. Have you had a good day? Yeah. You're in your new skirt. It's very pretty. And she's about to give us a haul. And I am in the middle of making cakes, decorating that one. And these little ones are to feed people who are doing a poetry trial that's been organised around Pilton. So that's my little contribution, and I'm about to ice those now. And of course it's always good to have a spare cake.
Happy birthday, dear Jude. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, make a wish.
There you go. Around the bush.
That's good. If I was going to get a bikini wax, that's where I'd go, just with the humour. Hello, it's now actually a couple of days later from Jude's birthday, but we are out to celebrate today as it's Saturday, and obviously we're not working today. Well, not obviously, but we're not. So we are planning on going for afternoon tea, but the problem is we've got here to Bath and realised it is the Jane Austen Festival, and we had picked the Jane Austen Museum to have our afternoon tea, so it's going to be busy. We're not sure if we're going to actually have to think of somewhere else to come. Anyway, at least this looks quite a nice day. It's not pouring with rain. It's been lovely to see people all dressed up in their early 19th century or late 18th century costume. I haven't been along this bit of Bath before. It's quite nice. It's arrived.
I'm going to try and take one of each.
I really...
Cheese and chutney there. Chutney. I see a salmon one.
I've got mango tea. It's very tasty. This is really exciting.
My favourite sandwich.
Yeah.
Obviously the smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon. That was mine as well. Did you like it?
Yeah, lovely.
It was lovely.
I love like the plates and the china.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And the setting was good as well. It felt proper. It did feel like a proper afternoon tea, didn't it? So now we're just waiting for rain to Crown Tiger, and we're just browsing some shops. We timed it just right actually. We didn't have to wait for a table really. So definitely recommend the Jane Austen Centre for afternoon tea. I'm gonna have to get used to looking at myself under these horrible lights now that winter's on its way. Anyway, I've got some exciting news to tell you. We're getting a new fridge. Okay, it's probably not that exciting, but it's exciting for me because this fridge, oh my goodness, for years and years I've always dreamed of that American style fridge with the water dispenser incorporated. There was no way we could fit it in our old house, so it was the first thing we ordered when we moved here 10 years ago. And 3 years later, plus a week, so just out of warranty, it broke. For the last 7 years, sort of every 6 weeks or so, we have to get everything out of the fridge, pack it away in like insulated bags and defrost all the ice that congeals around the fan. It's all over the message boards. They should have recalled them or given out a free kit to solve it. So we've just lived with it for 7 years with this really annoying issue, and finally I just said, right, I'm not doing it anymore. We've had it 10 years. That's enough of its money's worth. We're now getting a new one. So it's coming tomorrow, and I was meant to get a text today to tell me what time, which I haven't had. So you can guarantee it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll get a phone call saying we'll be there in 10 minutes. So today I'm getting prepared. Already I've washed up all the cookware, like the baking trays and roasting tins and things that I generally just kept on top. I've washed them all up. So we've got a big pile there, that's all sorted. And my next task is to take off the magnet. I wish we'd started this family tradition sooner, but a few years ago we started collecting a fridge magnet whenever we went somewhere new. And on the front of the fridge we've got a chore list for the kids to tick off whenever we're away in America or wherever we happen to be. Chris bought the magnetic poetry set, I think that was last Christmas or the Christmas before, and that's a bit of fun putting together little poems. We also have a thing that we write on, and that's whoever last did the dishwasher, and then we write anything that we need to get in the shopping and anything we need to remember basically goes there. Yeah, this one definitely needs to go in the bin, that's on the last page. Some receipts, I can't remember what they are for, and this magnetic thing is great. Rain picked this up in Tiger, and so of course we put our whiteboard pens and the rubber that we use to write on that. So there. Oh, and a magnetic horse. I've no idea where that came from. This is going to take me ages, they are so fiddly. Tell me guys, how long does mint sauce actually last for? The sell-by date is 2017, but it looks fine, it smells fine. What do you think? Are you one of these people that throw away everything the second it goes out of date, or are you a bit more like me and like just sees how long you can use it for until you start getting an upset tummy? Anyway, I've cleared up quite a lot of stuff off that top shelf. It's all sauces and stuff. Yeah, some of the sell-by dates were a little bit just a few years out of date. But so the carry bag is for the bin, and this McDonald's, I don't know, Jude might be a bit sentimental about this cup of Coke from McDonald's because that was bought on her 18th birthday, and we went and bought her, she chose Disaronno as her alcohol of choice to buy on her 18th birthday, and she poured it into her Coke cup from McDonald's and didn't really like it, and it stayed in the fridge ever since. Oh dear. So that's been there for 2 years. I'm going to keep those. I think very lazy garlic lasts for a very long time, as does jam, and the other stuff is quite new. I'm sure they'll be fine overnight without being in the fridge. Right, that's it for today. Okay, I'll show you when it's delivered. It better come tomorrow. I've waited weeks for this. John is from John Lewis, by the way, and they said there were 9 of these fridge freezers in stock. Got a phone call saying, oh, it'll be another couple of weeks. Another phone call, it'll be another couple of weeks. And I haven't had that text, and it's worrying me. It's here! The fridge of dreams has arrived. Ta-da! Well, that'd be quite a good thumbnail. Fridge of dreams! Look, this is what we've got. Ice dispenser, water dispenser. Both bits at the top here are the fridge. It's not turned on yet, so it's a bit dark in here at the moment. Oh, who put that jar in there?
I put a jar in.
Jude's already put the first thing in. That really annoys me. It's a mother's prerogative to put the first thing in the new fridge, and Jude's bloody gone and put her bolognese sauce in there. Oh. Right, so we've got the bolognese sauce. We've got some fancy shelf here, so if we want a double height here, we can just fold that back. We've got 2 vegetable drawers with humidity control. How fancy is this? And then we've got a pantry drawer, which can be kept at a separate temperature to the rest of the fridge. So we've got a deli setting, a fresh setting, or a freeze, or a 0 zone. Just there. Ah, that's so cool. Right, let's close them up. And then the bottom part here, that's the freezer. So that pulls out like so. And so this bit is more like a sort of good old-fashioned chest freezer, but I got so fed up of everything falling off the shelves of the freezer part in the old one. This is absolutely perfect, and I'm so excited. So apparently they have to sit and settle for a couple of hours, which is more or less done now. So I'm gonna fill it up with all of our food again, and then I can switch it on. Oh, it's gonna be so nice to have a working fridge freezer again at last. By the way, I'll be writing on my blog sort of what my criteria was for choosing a new fridge freezer. It's not going to be a review because I'm not a fridge freezer expert, but I think having lived with fridge freezers for 25 years of my life, hopefully it'll be helpful to perhaps people who are looking for one for the first time. And so that blog will be on my site soon. Okay, now for the fun bit, to organise. I've got no idea what I'm going to put in that pantry drawer. It's really dark in this corner. I hope you can see in my beautiful new fridge all right. Sorry, I'm really excited about this fridge. How sad is that? Oh, anyway, I'm a week behind in shopping. Obviously, I didn't want to buy a whole load of food and then leave it out for a day. So, but this is what we've got left over. It's going to be so useful that I can see everything clearly, because I always buy things just in case we're about to run out. Anyway, this is how I've done it for now, but I don't, you know, after living with it for a while, we'll see how we go. So I think this is going to be my meat shelf. We've got some chicken and bacon, a whole load of Miller Lights. See what I mean? I've got three tubs of quark here. You can tell I just buy it weekly without really checking whether we've got any, but now I can see clearly I don't need to get any this week. Same with the butter. Even the kids told me I needed to buy more butter for the birthday cakes. I've got blimmin' tons of the stuff, so definitely don't need to buy the flora. So that's all we've got. Oh, in Philadelphia, and that's what we've got on that shelf. I've got the blackberries from the garden in a big bowl here, and all this space. So yeah, me and Rain were just saying, if we ever actually do get around to meal prepping and batch cooking, then we've got space to actually put them. We've got all this space here, all this space here, a weird little cubby hole here, and a weird little cubby hole here. Maybe we'll find uses for them, we'll see. And then we've got 2 vegetable drawers. I don't think this is enough actually. This is going to overflow quite quickly, so I guess the vegetables can overflow up here. At the moment we've got some fruit, 3 packets of cherry tomatoes. I'll do some omelettes. I like my cherry tomato omelettes. In that drawer, in this drawer, lettuce, a packet of leafy salad, and some new potatoes. That lettuce is looking a little bit worse for wear. I better use that up soon. And then I've put in this pantry drawer, I took the advice from the instructions and said you can use it for hard cheese. So I've put the hard cheese here, and you can also use it to keep your cucumbers and apples fresh. I've put the peppers in as well because there wasn't room in the drawer, in the other drawers. But peppers do go off quickly if I don't keep them in the fridge. So there, I'm looking rather healthy at the moment, aren't I? Don't mind sharing that with YouTube at the moment. And in the freezer, I'll have to live with it and see whether this works. So on this side we've got all the meats. On this side we've got the corn. And then there's a few bits that we've got some short crust pastry and some lollies. They don't really quite fit there, so not quite sure where to put them, because in the bottom here we've got all the frozen vegetables on this side and some chips. And then on this side all the frozen fruit, which, although looks quite empty at the moment, we've still got tons of blackberries in the garden to pick, apples to pick, plums, and so I imagine the fruit section could get filled up, particularly if I save some things in here for natural dyeing. Oh, and then there's this tiny little shelf, which is where I've kept my chives. So there we are. Oh, so cool. I've turned it on. It made a very worrying noise just now, so I hope it's all right. Anyway, I will have to find out tomorrow because I am running late already for choir practice, or rehearsal, I should say, that's the proper word. Yeah, I've got to go. So it's been such a funny old day. You know when you're worried, when I've been sort of anxious all day because I didn't get the text with the time for delivery. Oh, anyway, yeah, I've said I'm late and now I just hang around chatting to you. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you next time. So it's a day later and our weekly Tesco shop has arrived. Would you like to see how I've put it in the fridge? Yes, you would. You know you would. Some people will love this sort of content and other people will be going, Helen, why are you showing us the inside of your fridge? For those who love this sort of thing, here we go. Look, the lights are all on and the water now works. I haven't figured out all these symbols. I don't know why there's like a microphone symbol on there. I'll have to look that up in the instructions. So extra milk here. We already have last night's dinner leftovers sitting in here. More meat on the top shelf. A few microwave meals. Yeah, the one disappointment is that there is only 2 vegetable drawers and there were 4 in the previous fridge. And they're quite shallow as well. There's not a great deal of room. But then, as we have seen, I have overstocked on the cherry tomatoes, so that will free up some room when we've eaten those. So the leeks have had to go up here, but I'm guessing when I've cut down on the apples, we do have a glutton of apples at the moment, the leeks might have fitted in this funny pantry drawer. We now have more cheese on this side. Oh, and also I've filled up the... This is annoying me. This door doesn't stay open. It just gradually closes, which I find really annoying. But yes, the jars I forgot to unpack yesterday are now on this side of the door. They're all fitting in nicely. Yeah, I'm guessing when I start collecting random sauces around Christmas time, then this might not be enough space, but we shall see. There we are with the fridge. Oh, look at that light. In the freezer we've added some more meat up here, and in the bottom section I've had a rejig actually because I forgot about bread. I do like to keep a brown loaf and a white loaf in the freezer because we never use them up in time before they go mouldy. So I decided to put the chips on this compartment on the left with the bread, and this side is all fruit and vegetables, and as you can see this is full. This is already full, but I'm not likely to be buying more than that. I bought a few extra things this week, loads of packets of this fruit because this is what I'm eating now for breakfast and general snacks during the day with granola. But this bag of broccoli florets is huge, and I've also added, there's a large bag under here of plum skins, which sounds really bizarre, but it's there for doing some natural dyeing with. So it's good to know about the freezer space. If you are thinking of changing to a fridge freezer like this with the pull-out drawer, then don't be too worried by the litre capacity, because that did worry me. The litre by litre, this freezer is a lot smaller than our previous side-by-side fridge freezer, but it's much more usable space. And that's why I chose this design, because I was just so fed up of everything falling off the shelves. All the frozen Tupperware just kept breaking every time it landed on the floor, so it really was an absolute nightmare. I'm sure if you take more control of your food shopping, then that perhaps won't happen to you, but I thought we'd need an extra freezer running like in the basement or in the garage or something, but I'm not sure if we need to. We'll see at Christmas when we've got like 7 guests coming to stay and see how much supplies we need. There we are, that's my fridge freezer update for the day. Here's the rest of our shopping that still needs to be put away, and our plant pot stand thing needs to go back in the porch. I can't believe how much brighter it is in this room actually without anything in the porch, but it's such a skanky looking porch, it needs something in it to make it look a little bit better. This thing here does help. I need more plants, but let me know, because I don't know about indoor plants very well. Which survive over winter in a cold porch? Are there any, or should I just buy ordinary non-indoor pot plants, like ordinary plants, like garden plants, and put them in the porch? So if you know about that sort of thing, please let me know, because I want to cheery up that space a bit more. Right, I am now off to finish my video which I'm doing of my airing cupboard declutter. I've been doing this for so long, 2 weeks I've been doing this, it's ridiculous. I'm determined to finish it today. We've come to Glastonbury today because it's the Witches Fair. I don't think we've ever been to the Witches Fair before. We've been to the Avalon Fairy Fair here a few times, but I think this is the new one for us. We've had to come basically because, oh, sun's shining. Rain's made that hat. So she's got the perfect occasion to actually wear it in public without thinking, oh, she's too much of a crazy person. I've gone for the Hogwarts school teacher look in my new Jo Brown's dress.
Throw off my hat on my channel.
You said that far too quickly. Yes, Rain has just put on her channel a really good, really well edited video of how to make that felt hat, if you are interested in that. So her channel is linked below if you are interested.
Thank you. So cool.
But I am actually using the pattern on that side.
Incredible.
On some of them
Gosh, sorry, the sun is right in my eyes, I can't see you at all, but that shop there, the Imaginarium, that's a cool shop. Oh, Glastonbury is such a cool place. I don't know what, I mean, it's literally down the road from us. I don't know why we don't come here more often. It's bizarre, I don't know, we should come here more often, and I say it every time we come here, but it's such a cool town, it really is. I hope you enjoyed looking around the Witches Fair. It was really good actually. It was so nice to see different crafters. They were different stall holders to the ones I've often seen in Glastonbury at the Fairy Fair and at the Frost Fair at Christmas. That was really nice, and I managed to get Chris a really cool Christmas present as well, which I'm really pleased about, but obviously I can't show you now. But really, I picked up the camera to say, guys, I really need your help. I am so excited this year. For some reason, more than ever this year. I think maybe it's the lineup of celebrities. It's a really good lineup. How many people have the ambition in life to get famous just so that they can go on Strictly Come Dancing? Because I would, oh my god, I would love it so much. So please guys, I need your help. I'm obviously supporting Joe Sugg. I think he's great. I think he's really funny. So obviously I'm voting for him this year to represent the YouTubers. So please, if you enjoy watching this channel, share it with all your friends and tell them to subscribe so that I can be the YouTuber for next year. I would really appreciate it if you could do that for me. I've only got a few million to go before I reach that sort of level. It shouldn't be that hard. You can do it for me guys, can't you? But I must be on my way because I've had my first, do you want to see one of my first PR unboxings? I always said to Chris, it'd be just typical, wouldn't it, P, if the first companies who want to work with me will be something like milkshakes or coffee or something I don't really like. And yeah, it was tea. I did say to them, I'd love to work with you, but there is a problem, and that is that I don't really like tea. But I do like fruit flavoured infusions and fruit flavoured teas and that sort of thing. And I really enjoyed the mango flavoured tea that I had at Jude's tea party in Bath. And so they were happy to work with me anyway. And oh my goodness, the size of the box of tea that they sent me. It's gonna last me years and years. Look at this. This is the box here. It's Adagio teas. We've got a whole box of Christmas tea. And to give you context, this isn't full of tea bags, it's full of packets of tea like this. Each of these packets is enough for 10 cups of tea. We've got 4 packets in each of these boxes, and look, these are all boxes of tea, all different kinds. It's amazing. I'm so excited to try them all. Orchard Herbals. Can't wait to try the Christmas trees. Christmas trees, Christmas teas. I have already tried, where's the ones I've had open? Here we go. The peach Bellini, that was very nice, but I also, of course, because of the time of year, I had to try the pumpkin spice, and yeah, that's delicious. I really liked that. So this is a really good start from Adagio Teas. My next task, I think I'm going to do flat lay with the blackberry tea, because we've got plenty of blackberries in the garden, so I can do a nice little flat lay with them. So that's what I'm going to do next for my day.
Very pretty wrapping paper. Oh, thank you. Oh,
She found that as well.
oh,
Hello everyone, I'm back in the kitchen cooking another birthday cake. It is Rain's birthday now today. She is 23 years old. It's been a bit of a dramatic day actually, and I'm not quite over it. I don't know if you've seen out of our kitchen window, but we do have a herd of cows in the field next to us, and they're a friendly lot actually, and I thought we were quite used to each other. They were all laying down, and usually when they're close to the house lying down, they take no notice of me. They just can't be bothered to get up and see what I'm doing or anything. So I took Loki out as usual. On our way back, one of them had got up to look at the cat that was out in the garden, and right by the bit where I climb over into our garden, and she was just staring at me. She wouldn't move, but I could get round her. So I was going round her, but Loki was going towards her, and the cow just bolted and knocked me flying. I literally went flying. She hit me, I think, with her head in the back of my neck. I literally must have flown through the air and landed on my chest, and I was totally winded and in shock. I screamed. Rain was in here, but she had the music on, so she had no idea what was going on. Luckily Chris heard me, and but I'd got back into the garden by then. But oh my god, it's the absolute terror and the shock that is taking me, it's just taking me all afternoon to get over, because you just think you're going to die in a situation like that. You think the cow is going to stamp on my back and that's going to be it. Luckily, obviously, the cow didn't stamp on my back, and I just got up and got into the garden. Oh dear, it's really thrown me for the rest of the day. I'm just like not sure what I'm doing. Yes, I know I need to make a cake, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I've just been really just sitting down quite shaky all afternoon, and oh, not great. You do hear, I mean, that's the problem, is you do hear of like 2 or 3 deaths a year from cow stampeding, and I thought, oh, you know, and that just goes straight through my head. I was just convinced that it was going to be me. So that's my little dramatic update for the day. Right, so I'm getting over that, making the cake, and I'm sure that'll do the trick. That'll sort me out. Bit of chocolate cake is all anyone ever needs, isn't it? So one cake is all set to go, that's just plain chocolate. But if you want the secret to the absolutely most delicious cake you've ever tasted, then put in some mixed frozen fruit, and I guarantee you it tastes delicious.
I'll film you just in case you drop it.
Okay. Where is that dog?
Right in the way.
Right in the way.
Happy birthday, dear Rain. Happy birthday to you.
Now I've got to get my camera.
Every time.
That's very nice. Well done. With all the doily and everything.
Cool, go on then. Blow them out, make a wish. Now we're eating cake and playing Harry Potter Cluedo. Good choice for an evening, I think.
Thank you for making the cake.
It's okay.
Very nice.
Good.
Okay.
Cake and Cluedo. I like that. We should make cake and Cluedo a regular thing. I should have filmed you getting it. Chris got it right and I forgot to film it.
Oh, that one is yours too.
And I was right behind. I wish I'd jumped ahead. It was Draco Malfoy with the Alohomora spell in the Defense Against the Dark Arts. That was good, wasn't it, Rafiki?
Lucky with the classroom.
Yes. Can you imagine if we had to go all to the other one?
That's just it, yeah. I mean, enough people said the right thing so that it was obvious that, right, well, it had to be that one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have had to have gone and ruled all those other ones.
So, Mum, did you have herbology?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry your birthday is over.
Okay. Did go by pretty quickly.
It did. Hello, well it's a couple of days later and we remembered that we had CCTV. Now, I know I'm not Zoe Sugg or anything, but we do keep CCTV everywhere just to be on the safe side. And we got the whole cow attack incident recorded. So we watched it back and it was so interesting watching it, and I'm so glad because it did turn out that it was Loki's fault. He's usually very meek and reassuringly cautious around the cows, but I think he made a sudden movement and startled that cow. So it was nice to see that the cow wasn't just attacking me for no reason, because I did think we had quite a nice relationship with them, and I'm glad that that hasn't really changed and I don't need to be scared of them now. Yeah, I'm still feeling a little bit battered and bruised. I still ache here at the back of my head where it hit me. I still ache. I must have gone really tense because my stomach muscles really ache and the back of my arm and my arm muscles ache. And I do have a cut on my hand from where I landed on my hand. I think the arm muscles must have been because watching the CCTV was, and that was the other interesting thing is, because I did wonder whether, so I remember seeing the cow's face as just before it hit me. And then the next thing I remember is getting up off the ground, actually falling and landing is a blank. And I thought, oh, maybe I was just like unconscious for a while. I just didn't know. But actually no, I was up in a second. I moved quickly and so I think the arm muscle aching is just from doing like a burpee basically to get up off the ground quickly. Yeah, it was quite frightening watching it back actually, because you can see that the cow is literally trying to jump over the top of me. Anyway, as dramatic things rarely happen in my vlogs, I'm gonna milk it for all it's worth. Yes, they are dairy cows. I thank you. Oh dear. And I'm sure you want to see it. So here is the clip from our CCTV. And by the time you've watched this, although it was quite terrifying at the time, and like I said, I thought it was going to be a death by cow statistic, I will allow you a little smirk maybe a small snigger, but not a full-on laugh about the fact that I was flung across the field by a cow. It's one of those things we will look back and laugh about, hopefully. Anyway, I have a bit of a life update for you. I'm off to America again. So we stayed out there for 4 weeks in January, 2 weeks in August, and Chris went out there another week in between. And we are going out there again at the end of this week, and it's going to be another 4-week one. Now that I've done it once, I'm a lot less nervous about it, but I feel like I'm going to miss the kids and the cats and the dog a bit more this time around. I don't know why. Yeah, so I'm sort of preparing for that, and my next vlog will be back in Connecticut. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the fall colours, as they say over there, and I think there's going to be some pretty landscapes. I'm looking forward to getting some photographs while we're there too. That's where you'll see me next. I should say also, another quick thing, I'll be trying to focus on getting my book that I've been writing finished while I'm out there. So for the foreseeable short-term future at least, I'm going to sort of scale back the number of videos because they just take so much of my time to edit, and I'd really like to put that into my writing while I'm away and can really focus with no interruptions. I can just really like knuckle down and get on with it. And I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.